Okay, so hello my lovelies. I'm coming at you guys today with a very quick video. So you guys have been asking me about my diet since being pregnant. So I'm just gonna dive right in. I am no longer alkaline vegan. Womp womp, very sad. Let me kind of explain how everything kind of happened. When I first found out I was pregnant, I had still attempted to still eat alkaline. And I was trying to eat the normal things that I normally would eat. If you guys follow my cooking channel, then you guys know some of the things that I normally eat. I eat a salad almost every day, well, prior to being pregnant, because that's like my favorite thing ever. And I want to say within 2 weeks of finding out I was pregnant, eating alkaline food started making me so sick. Like, I would try so hard to eat, but then I would just get so repulsed by like the food that I was so accustomed to having. So things like salads or like alkaline pasta dishes I made, or just whatever my normal diet was, I could not do it. So at first I was really trying to force myself to still just eat it because I really wanted to be alkaline during my pregnancy. However, it got so bad where like I was just so sick, I wasn't really getting out of bed. I was very nauseous and it just wasn't working. So then I said, all right, let me try to incorporate other vegan things within my diet that I haven't had to see if that kind of helps as far as how I felt. So I began eating things that I didn't normally consume. Like, one of the main cravings that I still have to this day is mandarins, tangerines, oranges. Obsessed with them. I drink orange juice pretty much every day. It's like an orange strawberry banana juice from Trader Joe's. I drink it almost every day. So I started incorporating stuff like that, normal like non-alkaline fruits and vegetables into my diet. And at first that was helping, and it kind of like changed my palate a little bit since I hadn't had a lot of those foods for years. And then it just got real, y'all. And then all of a sudden, like, I couldn't eat vegetables at all. Like, unless it was cooked, I couldn't eat raw vegetables. The only vegetable that I could eat, which is technically a fruit, is cucumbers. I love cucumbers still. I still pretty much eat them all the time. But I do really still like red peppers, so I eat a lot of sweet red peppers with hummus. But eating chickpeas, lentils, all those normal things that Linda usually loves have turned so disgusting to me. Now, one of the main things that I love eating, I am biased, I'm half Jamaican, so Jamaican food, I've been eating a lot of Jamaican food since finding out I was pregnant. So I've been eating my rice and peas, my cabbage, things like that, our normal like go-to cuisine. Another ethnic food that I love is Ethiopian food. Now, before I could eat Ethiopian food, in the beginning, the first trimester, I could eat it. There's even like this basic ass Ethiopian place that is the only one who delivers. My only option sometimes was to order this trash Ethiopian food. I mean, it is so bad. But the other place that's by my house is pretty good. But in the beginning, I could eat Ethiopian food because before getting pregnant, I loved Ethiopian food. Like, after Jamaican food, that's my next favorite. And then I want to say after like month 4, I could not get with Ethiopian food. Like, I would try and it would be okay. And then I tried to have it like a month ago and I was like so disgusted. I didn't even finish it. I threw it away. Never done that before. So the Ethiopian dish that I normally get is like their veggie combo, which is a lot of lentils. This baby has beef with everything alkaline, it seems. So that was the hardest thing. But then I want to say around month 4, I started getting like really bad cravings for fish. Like, I would dream about eating fish. I would think about eating fish. I would smell fish and it would like go crazy in my mind. Like, fish had literally just been like on my mind to the point where I was like, I had to tell my midwife, like, okay, what's happening? Because all I could think about is eating fish. And she was like, you know, this is the thing that a lot of vegans go through. Like, sometimes your body's just calling you to eat something because you're missing something in your diet. So I had already kind of heard about how that can happen to people who are vegan for a really long time. And I was really hesitant at first to eat fish because, you know, I had been vegan for almost 5 years now. And it has never really been a thought for me to go back to eating seafood. But even before I got pregnant, I had like a feeling that when I got pregnant, I would probably have to go back pescetarian, only because another really big problem for me was being vegan. It was very hard for me to eat the amount of food that I needed to eat in a day to get my, you know, calories as well as the nutrition that I needed. So that was like the biggest hurdle for me, because even with pregnancy, I don't have like an inflated like appetite. I still kind of have an appetite similar to what it was before getting pregnant. So sometimes I really have to like force myself to eat a little bit more to get the additional calories. So being vegan just was not an option once my second trimester came, because I needed to consume so much more calories and so much more nutrients. And even though, you know, your prenatal helps, it's still very important to try to get some of the things from your foods as well. And there was just no way that Linda could take down the amount of chickpeas and lentils and all those things that I needed to get in order to meet those requirements for the day. So I am still in my second trimester now. And honestly, going pescatarian has definitely been so much easier for me as far as just being able to find food, because if you're alkaline vegan, you know, eating out is not an option. So like, before getting pregnant, if I was hungry, like I'm eating at home, I'm preparing something, I'm packing something. Like it's very, very rare that I eat out, because I hate paying for salads at restaurants. I feel like that's such a waste of money. And then the bulk of things I always had to take off. So it just always felt like I was wasting my money. So once I was alkaline vegan, the only real places I really ate from were like natural juice stores or acai places that made fresh acai bowls. But other than that, I don't really eat out. Being pregnant, I eat out a lot because I have not been able to cook. It always just ends up being that we just get me food, and it's usually whatever I'm craving. Or if I'm out and about, I'll get whatever it is I'm craving. So the easiest things that have been a part of my diet is definitely Jamaican food. I would say definitely in the beginning of my second trimester, he got me Jamaican food a lot, which I was like in heaven about. But when I'm trying to have something really quick or on the go, shrimp burritos have been like my go-to. They don't make me sick, and they get me really full, and I feel like I gave my baby the calories that they need. Yeah, I guess the hardest thing for me is kind of feeling like how I would adjust back to such a crazy diet after, and not diet, I never called my alkaline veganism a diet, I called it a lifestyle. But I also do want to breastfeed, and I know how demanding breastfeeding is on the body as well when it comes to calorie intake. So I've really kind of been trying not to stress on it too much. I think whatever happens kind of happens. But the bulk of my diet still is vegan friendly things. I did have one really bad craving that I did give into, and it was carrot cake. It was so good. It was carrot cake, and there was another one, and banana pudding. Those were the two cravings I gave into. But because they have dairy in them, I did not feel that great after. And yeah, dairy just really messes me up. So I got those out of my system, and then I haven't really had the need to have them again. So pretty much everything that I've been consuming, even if it's like, say, something sweet or a snack, it's still vegan friendly. So it's like a non-dairy version of something. But I think the hardest thing is I definitely have had a lot of junk. I definitely would say my first trimester was filled with a lot more processed foods than my second trimester is. My second trimester, thankfully, is full of more like cooked meals. And when we do get things, it's like from restaurants who actually cook. It's not like, you know, processed whatever stuff. But in the beginning, when I was just so sick, if I needed something in that moment, I was eating like, I want to say I had like maybe frozen stuff like 3 times, and I had like this weird craving for like ramen. But I would get these ramen packs from Sprouts so that I wouldn't feel as terrible about what I was doing. And they were these vegan friendly ones, and they didn't have a lot of like the really bad ingredients that are in, you know, the normal ramen packs. But either way, still trash, you know? So I'm very thankful now that that first trimester kind of went away. I was just trying to get anything in my body at that point because I was just so repulsed by everything and I was super sick. So just trying to get anything in my body was the most important part in my first trimester. Now in my second trimester, my biggest thing is making sure I can put in enough calories in my body for my baby. So whatever comes to mind as far as food, I typically kind of give into, because I'm just like, baby, take everything you need from me. Like whatever you need, just take it, because right now my body is not for me. It is for this child. So I kind of put my lifestyle and differences aside. The only thing that kind of makes me kind of sad about it is I really wanted to try to stay alkaline vegan during my pregnancy, because, you know, I wanted to see if that would help my child not have some of the things that I kind of suffered with when I was a child. I used to have like rashes, I was allergic to a lot of things, and so forth, so forth. As my mom said with me, she ate anything that came to her mind. Like she had no chill. And for me, I wanted to see if like that would affect the baby as far as staying as healthy as possible. But it didn't happen the way that I wanted it to. Another thing that literally I'm so shocked that I don't even like attempt is smoothies. I used to make smoothies almost every day, and if I didn't make them every day, at least every other day, I do not check for them. Like every now and then I'll get a craving for an acai bowl, and I might go to like my favorite place to get it. But other than that, I can make an acai bowl myself. I have everything in my house, and like smoothies and acai bowls like is just not a thing for me. It's literally like everything that I had before getting pregnant as an alkaline vegan, this baby does not want. It's just so wild. I kind of hope that summed up all the people kind of asking me what my diet's like. I might do some videos of like what I eat in a day. If you guys are interested in seeing that, definitely leave a comment below. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions about my diet and not being alkaline, it's so crazy, just leave a comment below. I know some of you probably wonder if I got sick after eating fish. So my first attempt eating meat again was red snapper. And I didn't really get sick per se, but I would say that like my tummy was a little bit upset like that night. And it kind of rolled over into the next day, and then that was literally it. I had no like bad reaction to eating seafood again, and I kind of weaned in it. I was having like fish like maybe once a week, and then now I probably have like seafood once or twice a week, but max is 3 times a week, and then everything else in between is usually still vegan friendly options. Do I see myself going back alkaline vegan? In a perfect world, I'm gonna say yes, yes I do. We're gonna see how this breastfeeding ride goes first, because, you know, hopefully at that point my hormones kind of get back in, you know, unison with how they used to be. But my biggest concern is just making sure that my baby is healthy and my baby gets whatever they need. So if I have to prolong it past breastfeeding, I will do whatever it takes, because I'm a mommy now and it is not about me, okay? So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But if you are a mom kind of, you know, going through this veganism thing, no, you are not alone. I have another friend whose sister-in-law is vegan, and every time she gets pregnant, she goes back to eating meat as well, who's a serious devoted vegan for I think like 12 years. But when she gets pregnant, she does eat meat. So I don't know what the body does when you get pregnant or what the baby is requesting, but literally, no matter how hard you try to sustain yourself as vegan, for some of us it's very hard. So that's it. That's my update. I can't even believe this is a thing, but yes, I am a pescetarian again. So yeah, if you guys want to be friends on social media, don't forget to follow me at iamLindaElaine, Snapchat at JamexicBeauty, Facebook at iamLindaElaine, and if you want to follow me on this mommyhood journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. And I hope you have a beautiful day or night, whatever time it is, and I'll see you lovelies later. Bye.